tell me about the next activity, because this is going to take the children to a much more challenging space where they're creating their own poem. Yeah. How are you going to set that up so they're clear about what they've got to do and they have some boundaries around what they're going to do?
Well, the class, the children have studied poetry before and have experience of the generic features of a poem, for instance. So we're going to pull in that prior learning, and really we've used the poem today to set the scene for their creative piece. I will be setting my expectations really clearly in terms of making sure that they don't just go home and write something very quickly, but actually are going to spend some time on it and produce a piece of work that is polished, that is presented well, and that is accurately presented in terms of spelling, punctuation and grammar. Right, thank you for doing that. We're now going to move into the second activity of the afternoon, which I shared with you at the start of the lesson, to begin to write your own poem about something difficult in your life. Seamus Heaney has written about how difficult it is to live on that island, and he's used the idea of the storm to demonstrate that. What I'm going to ask you to do now is to begin planning a poem of your own, which I'm going to set as a homework, and I'll talk about that at the end of the lesson. But the activity now is I want you to come up with a topic, something that in life you may be finding difficult. It may be that you're finding it difficult thinking about the exams that you're going to be sitting soon, or it could be anything, okay? But what you should do is mind map it. So come up with a variety of topics. And the words he's used to describe the storm, what sort of language can you bring in to the story that you're telling in your poem? I want you to come up with a title for the poem, and I'd like you to come up with an opening line. Now, if you do more than that, that's good, but that's the very minimum I want you to get done in the time that we have left. Okay, so to remind you, we're looking at the topic, which you should mind map, some words, a title, and an opening. We haven't got long. You can use each other. You can help each other to start with, but it's going to be your own work. Off you go.